Twitter a while ago where I counted up. Currently in my house I have something like 46 terabytes worth of storage.
46?
Terabytes. I think I'm up to 46.
Oh, jeez.
Like you should.
How many
You should
drives
know.
is that? How many do you just like get 2 terabyte drives each time?
Well, I have a couple bigger. Like I have one 8 terabyte drive and one 6 terabyte drive that are kind of like my regular backups.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have a bunch of these like 1 terabyte drives. That used to be my working drives, but now I have different working drives. But I'm a horrible hoarder. I have hoarding tendencies. Not in real life, my wife keeps me in check, but digitally, she can't keep me in check, so I keep all of the footage ever.
Do you mark on all the drives what each one is?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, of course.
Yeah,
Easy
it's like until I started getting into documentary stuff with Omar, like I'm not like I'm terrible at organization, especially on the computer. And
Yeah.
and then I see his computer and I'm like, huh, maybe. I mean, somehow I just managed to find everything, even though I'm completely unorganized with my computer. But then I look at his computer and I'm like, wow, all right, I should start doing that. That seems like it makes sense.
It's really great. If you find yourself doing a lot of video projects over and over again, I
Yep.
really recommend a program called Post Haste.
Post haste.
Post Haste, it's a program, a free program that creates file structures.
Mhm.
And so, for example, I have a underdeveloped Post Haste file. I just click a button, I write the name of the game I'm playing, and it creates a folder for footage. Inside that folder, gameplay talk footage. It creates a Premiere file and a folder for Premiere. It creates an output file. It just creates a file structure, including template files inside. So you can have a template Premiere file, a template Prelude file. And it can even copy files over, and so like all the stuff that I use over and over again, like the Escapist intro movie, my underdeveloped little intro movie, the credits, like it automatically populates at the click of a button.
All right.
And so then you have the exact same folder structure for every single project you work on. And that's some boring project talk.
Yeah. Welcome to the stream, everybody. My name is Nick Calandra, and I'm the editor-in-chief of Escapist Magazine, and I'm joined by Jack Packard of Red Letter
Hi.
Meter Media. The Red Letter Meter.
Wow.
Starting off today on the right note there.
You're doing great so far, let me just tell you.
But yeah, today we are trying out Absolver, which is a mixed martial arts fighting game.
Yes.
Developed by Slow Clap and published by Devolver Digital, of all publishers.
Yes.
So this is
did it.
Yeah, this is a game that I really wanted to try for a really long time. I just never found the time to do it. So today we're doing it.
Oh, that's literally the point of the show.
Yep. It's a perfect excuse.
Absolutely.
Welcome, Ellen Hook. We're doing good. It's a beautiful day out here in Kansas City. I don't know what it's like in Chicago, but based on the lighting in Jack's room, I'm going to say it's pretty nice out.
Oh, are you kidding? It's gorgeous and sunny out here in Milwaukee. We've been hitting the 40s recently, so it's very exciting for us.
We hit like 68 yesterday.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Today's super windy, though, and we're like under a big red flag warning, so,
okay.
hopefully my computer doesn't cause a fire outside or something.
Oh, yes. Let's hope.
No trip breakers this time.
Right. So this game is about mixed martial arts.
Yeah, I know based on previous reviews, there's not a whole lot of story. It's really more of a PvP game, but there is a campaign that we can run through with like a small-ish open world. And the hook on it though is that like you get one of these classes that you start with, but I think when you fight, when you defeat a character, you learn their moves. So you can create like your own move set, and there's a ton of different moves.
That's cool.
Yeah, and I really like For Honor, so I'm actually surprised it took me this long to try this one out.
Jack, show us your blackmail RLM hard drive. I don't. I don't have one. I'm so sorry. I have I don't control any footage from Best of the Worst screenings for that reason alone. I mean, I have nothing but I have hours and hours of Rich Evans talking about video games, but you've seen most of that.
This game is already very pretty. I like how I always get to play the super pretty games and you play all the pixel art stuff.
Right? Look at this. This is adorable. It has a very like clay style to it. You know, it almost looks like claymation, and I like that.
Yeah, it's like a got a watercolor painting.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of.
Someone on YouTube says, "Yo, this is my favorite game."
Really?
Oh, there you go. Well, you know what? There you go. That's great. Oh, why are you punching that guy? Why are you punching that guy?
The game told me to. Just
you're
harassing
just
people
gonna
now.
do whatever the game tells you to do?
Yes.
What did that guy do to you? You're just punching a random
He just
dude.
looked at me the wrong way, Jack. It's just what happens when you look at people like that.
Fair enough. That's fair enough. Bar Brawl the game.
I can punch him backwards.
What? That's weird. Alternative attacks.
Bye.
What? Oh, I see. You have to remember, I'm watching the actual stream, so I'm
Right, you're a little bit
5
behind.
second delay. So I was like, bye, are we done already? Come on.
So you were gone last week. What have you been up to?
I was gone last week. Yes, I was. We shot a new. I think I let this slip yesterday during Yahtzee's post ZP stream. We shot a new Best of the Worst last week, Thursday, and unfortunately Thursday was the only day we could do it, so I had to miss the stream. And let me just say, here's my little teaser for the next Best of the Worst. It includes a life-changing movie.
A life-changing movie? In a good or a bad way?
Right, in both, in all ways. I cannot yet give the name of the movie because I want that to be a surprise for everyone. But you know, when kind of you know similar to when you play a lot of video games and you find one that exceeds your expectations, just something that you're like, oh my god, they did it again, they topped themselves, just games, great. We watch so many bad movies that sometimes it can get a little repetitive, you know. Oh, bad acting, well, bad lighting, sure. Microphone nowhere near the actors. Oh, we've seen that a million times. But we watched a bad movie last week that once again set a new bar for bad movies. It's so exciting that we're still finding beautiful things. Beautiful, terrible things. Ooh. That was a cool, like,
Yeah.
move.
I gotta remember that. I'm used to the Souls-like games with LT changing what you're looking at. In this one, it's RB.
Ah, okay. That's cool. Whoa. Yeah, so like that was a lot of last week. I had a super huge performance day last Saturday. It was very, very satisfying, but very tiring. I filmed the Underdeveloped Saturday morning. Did a little. I'm working on a long-form improv show with some people I do improv comedy with. And while we were working on the show, I get a call. I do improv comedy here in Milwaukee at Comedy Sports, which is short-form improv, kind of very similar to a Whose Line Is It Anyway? Little games. Right? And the way scheduling works is a little different, is a little unusual, but in any case, you know, I wasn't scheduled to work last weekend when all of a sudden the guy in charge of scheduling comes into our little practice space and goes, hey Jack, do you happen to be free for all the shows on Saturday? Because a bunch of people called in sick because you know it's flu season, and so I ended up working all 3 Saturdays.
I mean, it's coronavirus season.
It's correct. But so yeah, I shot the episode. I had like a couple hours of long form improv practice and then worked 3 shows. Saturday. So it's, I mean, fantastic day for being creative, but exhausting.
Right. Thanks.
That was great. It was great. How about you? How was your weekend?
Well, I was finding out GDC was canceled on Friday. So
You had such grand plans for GDC.
yeah, we did. We were still gonna try and go, but it kind of depended on if we were gonna get a documentary locked in or not. And just kind of didn't happen. So now we're back to square one and not going into San Francisco. But we got a non-refundable hotel refunded, so that is good news.
There you go. There you go. Jack, are you going to have a Corona at that show? Ha ha!
Did you see that report? And it's apparently a legit report that well, actually, it's a legit report, but also like it's proven by sales that people actually think the coronavirus has something to do with the Corona beer.
Yeah, I did see that.
So
You know, I'm not crying tears for Corona. It's not the best beer in the world, but come on, people. Just come on.
I love it. I love that. Actually, I don't know whether to feel like really bad about that or just it's so funny that you can't even be mad about it.
It's a little ridiculous. I mean, obviously, for the people who brew Corona beer, it's not a laughing matter, but for us, it's just silly. It's very, very
What do you even do? You're the executive Corona beer, and you're like, how do we combat this?
Right?
Corona beer cures coronavirus.
No, there is no combating it. There's just waiting it out.
Rebrand quickly.
Yes.
The not Corona beer.
Not Corona beer. I like it. I haven't seen Dr. Sleep yet, but I'm really looking forward to Dr. Sleep. Have you seen Dr. Sleep now?
I have not. I still have not gone to the theater for another movie since Star Wars. I'm so far behind. I'm watching shit. Forgot. God damn, the crime, fucking Mexican crime show. I give up. I forget.
You give up.
I'm trying to read these things while also thinking about that. It's the big one on Netflix that just came out. All about cocaine and everything.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody in the chat will figure it out for me.
I don't know that one.
I have to read all this stuff because now I have no idea what I'm doing.
Oh, sure.
Combat.
After Bob's review of Dr. Sleep, I am
Narcos. Yes.
Narcos. You did it. God. I am very excited to see Dr. Sleep. I think that's going to be right up my alley, though I do feel like I need to mentally prepare for it. You got to be in the right mood. But it looks fantastic.
I haven't watched The Shining in so long, so I would need to watch that to get caught back up.
Or would that work better because kind of it's all about like kind of distorted memories of The Shining.
Mm-hmm.
So would it be better if you only remembered a little bit of The Shining?
Maybe. Bob would have the answer to that.
That's a good question. Hey, why, if you search Red Letter Mediacast, you end up with Mike, Jay, Jack, Rich, and Simon Pegg? Ignacio, that's a great question. I don't know the answer to that specifically. What I can tell you is that way back in the day, we're talking way back in the day, Simon Pegg was one of the first big names who like tweeted out or like shared the Plinkett reviews. He was a big believer in especially the Phantom Menace Plinkett review. Simon Pegg was one of the very first big name people to do that.
Okay, I understand now. I'm trying to understand all these. I got it now.
Are they combos? Or?
Yeah, so like it's like For Honor, where I don't know if you've played For Honor, but basically your attack changes based on the direction that you're using the analog stick in. So each one is like, so if I push up or up and to the right again, I do that combo. If I do this, it's up, light attack up and the right, and then heavy attack up and to the right.
Interesting.
So I think I haven't unlocked any new ones. Okay, there we go. There's a new one. So to the left and down to the bottom left.
Ooh, there's a little sweep. Sweep the leg. Sweep the leg. Ignacio, the life-changing film. I guess what I will reveal, it is not a Neil Breen film. That wouldn't be life-changing anymore because we know who Neil Breen is. This is made by someone who we have not yet seen. Is all I can say.
You know who I want to see another film from?
Who is that?
The guy that made The Revenant.
You know what? I never saw The Revenant. That's the one.
Wow,
with,
really?
With Leonardo DiCaprio and the
so
bear.
Good. Yeah. That's one of my favorite movies ever.
You know what?
Not like the plot isn't anything like revolutionary. It's just like the
Right.
way it was shot it's just there's nothing like it.
It looks. I mean, Leonardo DiCaprio is a fantastic actor,
Yeah.
and it looks fantastic. What I will say about it though is what really turned me off.
Yeah.
Is everyone who is in charge wouldn't talk about the movie. They would just talk about how hard it was to make. You know, like
yeah, but he like if I recall in the interviews, like he did a lot of like the stuff that you see on screen. Without any effects or anything.
But it seemed like such a cop out to just be like, listen, it was very cold. It was yes, it was suffering porn. Like, oh, it was so hard to shoot every day. We were out in the cold, and it's like I don't
Once you watch it though, you'll understand. It's so good. Like Leonardo, like he barely has any lines of dialogue. Like I'm so glad he won an award for that movie because like, he knocked it out of the park with his acting in that movie.
Oh sure.
And it's so like, yeah, I guess you want to call it suffering porn. Sure, it's just like serious, brutal tale of survival.
Oh sure.
The opening 10 minutes of that movie are super intense. It's great. It's like literally like the closest comparison is like the opening of Saving Private Ryan, but
I'm sure it's a fine movie. It's not on my list of movies to see.
I think your favorite word to use to describe most things is fine.
Yeah. You know what? And I'm a positive person, and most things are fine. Most things are perfectly acceptable.
This game is so gorgeous. It's just fine though, according to Jack.
I think it's very easy to overuse terms like fantastic, exceptional.
I mean I've written about games for 10 years.
Right.
Like there's one writer in an outlet, and I'm telling you, man, like every single title he had, beautiful, gorgeous, amazing, stunning. I'm like, none of this is that. Stop it.
Yeah. And it's like
fine.
It's like stunning. If everything you ever come across is stunning, then nothing is stunning, right?
Yeah.
Like, and so I think fine and acceptable are great. They're fine. They're fine terms. They're
right.
Accurate terms.
I don't know. I'm really positive about media most of the time. It like takes a lot for me to not like something.
Yeah.
But like I guess I'm just not overly critical of it. And also that's part of it. That a lot of that really changed for me doing the documentary. It's just like seeing how much work goes into this stuff.
Sure.
Like firsthand. So I guess it changed my perspective a lot because I used to be kind of like one of those like really critical things, and now I'm still critical. Like it's gonna take a lot for a game to end up on my like best ever list because I think like with you, I think a lot of things are just average. But I don't know. I see like this game, like Absolver, like the world is just so gorgeous, and I'm happy to run through it and be done with it.
Oh sure. Well, and I do, and this is something I know we've definitely touched on before. Is just like criticizing the piece of work shouldn't take away from the amount of work that goes into it, and there's a difference in like the respect involved in like putting out a piece of work and of course criticizing the final product. They're two kind of different things, and those lines do get blurred often.
Right.
But I still think like for any video game I've played that's been bad, or any movie that I've watched that has been bad, there's very few that are actually like insulting to me.
Just those parody movies.
Exactly. Not another teen movie. Those are insulting. But in general, It's like they did something. They put something out. I haven't done that. They did it. Oh, man. So, like, what kind of tells are you looking for in them to know what to counter with?
I don't know yet. It's really just kind of watching the direction of their stance.
Sure.
So, and then, obviously, like, which arm they're using, obviously. I've also played For Honor, so I kind of know what to look for.
Oh, sure.
It's just one of those games that I had to uninstall because it's an infuriating game.
Yeah. Whoa.
You ever played For Honor?
Nope.
It's got
Not
the
even
best
remotely.
combat system I've ever played with, but it's also just super, super infuriating game.
Sure.
Because people know how to. It's part of the game, so you can't get too mad at it. But people know how to game it,
Oh,
and
sure.
spam attack you. That shit's just annoying.
Yeah. Yeah, and if there's not an appropriate counter for some...
There's always
BS
counters. I'm just not good
tactics.
enough to do it. So.
Yeah. Ooh, there you go. Kevin MTM, yes. Metal Gear Survive. Now, that's a game that's insulting. Where they took a popular IP, slapped on, like, duct taped together some random mechanics and tried to sell it for full price, even
think,
though it's a completely unfinished game.
Contra Rogue Corps might even be worse.
Oh, there you
According
see,
to
like,
Yahtzee. That game literally made Yahtzee angry. He was angry about it at E3. He's like, just what the hell did I just play?
and like it's stuff like that where like I'm sure people worked very hard on it, but I will discount that very easily because of the thing they ended up making was insulting,
Right. I have new equipment. I stole that woman's pants.
Oh, are they better pants?
They're cut-off pants.
Ooh.
I
see a
lose,
green
I
one.
lose metal. I lose armor from it.
Oh, so you don't want that.
No.
But there you go.
Oh, hey.
But there you go. Opal Mist says, I'm not sure I'd want to fight this guy. The kind of person that sets themselves on fire while they're fighting you is not someone you want to spend a lot of time around. I like that. I like just the idea of like a superhero who just sets themselves on fire to fight criminals, and all the criminals are like, whoa, whoa, whoa! Nope, I'm good. I'll give this lady her purse back.
That would have saved Spider-Man a lot of trouble.
Right.
By the way, I finally watched Spider-Verse.
Oh yeah! Fuck yeah!
It was fine.
Oh, you shit! You. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is exceptional. That is an exceptional movie. Oh man!
I love that they got the dancing Peter Parker thing into it right at the start.
So cute. lot of little gags there.
It really, yeah. I thought the end of the movie was a little weak, but the rest of it was good.
In what way?
Just typical superhero plot. Things I always complain about in superhero movies.
Yeah, I think they were a little because of course the story is about Miles becoming his own superhero.
Right. I guess again, just a movie thing, but it happened so quick. Like, geez, this guy's destroyed me.
Oh man, yeah. Yeah, like I can be with you a little bit there where
Like
I love a little
there's
more build up.
it's what 15 minutes before he's running through the woods and has no idea what to do,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden he's like, it's just as good as Peter Parker.
Well, it's a confidence thing, right?
Right, I guess.
And that's what it came down to, though. But then they also tried to kind of like stick on that whole like family thing with his dad down there with Kingpin, and it's like
Yeah.
I agree. Like I would have loved a little more time, but also you gotta make a movie.
Yeah. No.
But yeah, I guess I could see that. I just that
It wasn't a
entire-
big issue for me. It was kind of like, I don't know. I guess even games do that where like you're all of a sudden a superhero after 5 minutes after you just didn't know what the hell you were doing. Oops.
Oh, right. No, and that's a very superhero thing, and
Yeah.
you know, it's to me like the entire movie is worth that or what's up danger segment where he is like kind of building his own confidence and he ends up taking that leap of faith. I love that sequence.
Right.
Beautiful.
Did I just get turned around? I think I just went the wrong way.
Figure your shit out, Nick.
It's no map. I definitely went the wrong way though, because the lighting is different down here.
Oh. Right, that is taken care of.
Okay, that's where I picked up that thing. I guess I do have to fight that guy. I was wondering if I had to go level up some more. Go grind some more before I take on this guy. But nope, he's probably going to kill me again. Bring it.
Yeah, that's how it
Uh-oh.
works.
I didn't do that last time. Ha. Oh, he's got me cornered. Haha. I gotta remember to block.
This is it. This is putting all your skills to the test. Everything you've learned up until this point.
I haven't learned a whole bunch yet.
Perfect. Perfect.
Whoops. Alright.
Alright, this is the game's way of telling you that you have more to learn.
There's nowhere else to go to learn anything. I thought. See, I can't remember which way I came from, and there's no map to tell me. Let's see, what's all this
The
stuff?
Pale Hunter says, I suck at fighter games with combos, which is why I like Dynasty Warriors style fighting. Makes me feel like a good player. You know what? I very recently, in the last couple of weeks, rehooked up the old PlayStation 2, so the wife and I could play Dynasty Warriors 3, which is the greatest game ever made. So now, you know, once a day, we'll you know, kickstart the old PlayStation 2 and play a little Dynasty Warriors. Fantastic. I love those games. Just dumb fun.
What's this intro? Oh, no intro yet. All right.
Why not have her play Zelda Warriors? I suppose I could, but she actually asked me, and she's like, "Hey, remember Dynasty Warriors? Could we play that?" And I said, "Yes, we could."
I
did have to buy.
Yeah, I think you talked about that a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah, and it's great. We're unlocking all the weapons, you know, finding all the fighters. Oh, just like back in the day. Great times. Great times. Dynasty Warriors 3. Whoop-de-doo. Hold on, I'm pouring coffee. This might sound weird. I like coffee.
Oh, you get a sword eventually.
I feel like if you bring a sword to a fist fight, you're gonna win.
Apparently not in martial arts. Alright, let's try this guy again.
Hyrule Warriors, yes. The
Need a
Hyrule
parry.
Warriors is
That's
the
what I keep
same
forgetting to do.
developers
Oh yeah, I
as
have the
Dynasty
ability.
Warriors.
Okay, I see it now.
You are correct. Alright. You go away.
Man, he's so fast that I can't parry anything. Ouch. Thanks for the $5. So what would you change about the game? I don't know what I'd change about the game yet. This is today we try. So every time we play a game on this show, it's a game that we've never played before, to kind of expand our gaming horizons. So I've played a lot of For Honor though, and this plays kind of similar to that. And I think, I mean, I'm probably just need to get good. But it'd be nice to have some indicators, at least starting out, to where you can parry.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to, especially on this guy, he's just kicking my nuts. There we go.
Yeah, so far your criticism is you would like a mid-level guy, a guy in between here and the
Yeah,
other guys you
and I may not supposed to be fighting this guy yet. But
right.
we'll go explore some more. I may not be ready for that.
Maybe that. Is there a map?
No.
Do you have like an overworld map?
Nope, not yet.
Oh.
I haven't found one.
Oh.
Okay, I got new pants. That's gonna help me kill this guy.
Don't worry, everyone.
Hey!
I got new
Wait,
pants.
I just got pants. Why are you attacking me? I think I just stole this guy's pants.
I really want that to be true. I really want you to steal that guy's
And I'm
pants.
stuck. Well, okay. That's something else I'd fix about the game. Sliding off rocks into red water that just kills me.
Well, and Tiberius Kirk would like to remind you that menus are not pauses in this game. A lot like
I found that out.
Yeah.
Alright, time to kick your ass for stealing your pants. Alright, so I parried that guy. He parried me back. Ooh, I parried him again.
Yep. That's gotta make you feel good. Getting that timing right.
I like the one thing that's really nice about this game is the animations though. Like it's really fluid. It's fun. It's just fun to play so far.
Yeah, it's like a Bruce Lee simulator.
Or you just give you cancer like for. Again, like we're just trying this. I'm reading the YouTube comments. This is the first time I've ever played this, so I'm really just kind of coming to grips with it. It's not an easy game to learn.
Let's wait for the end of the 2 hours, and then we'll get.
Then I'll get my thoughts on
it. You know, Pure Pyro, I haven't watched many movies lately. In my free time, every once in a while, like while I eat lunch, I've been rewatching Cowboy Bebop, which, you know, it's Cowboy Bebop. It's fantastic. And with my kids are finally old enough. We're watching. We're going through all of Stranger Things right now.
Ooh, ow.
And my kids are very excited about that. They really want to dabble into like the horror genre, and they are so enjoying Stranger Things, and I love watching it with them. So Stranger Things is such a fantastic show. We just got to season 2. I did hear about the Cowboy Bebop Netflix adaptation. You know, might be good, might suck. Who knows? It's tough because so much of Cowboy Bebop is just style. You know, like it's pure atmosphere, and if they can nail that, that's all that matters. There's very little substance to Cowboy Bebop, but damn, does it look good.
Ouch. Jeez.
You can do it. Oh, sorry. Is my mic too far away? I feel like I've been leaning back. How about this? Now the mic is nice and close to my face.
So the one really hard thing is to remember to change your stance, because the button prompts are kind of weird for it. It's weird to have to use like I'm punching and kicking with X and Y. But then to do the different combos, you have to change the stance as well.
Oh.
It's like getting that into your head, the different button clicks.
Sure. So is it a little brain terry?
A little bit. I've played so much For Honor that I'm used to like using the right thumbstick to directionally block things. And in this, it's not as clear. So if somebody's attacking you in front or from above, it shows like a red marker to say block from above or parry from above.
Oh, sure.
And this doesn't have that.
Well, and Sprec Ops says time your attacks with the pointers at the bottom.
The pointers at the bottom.
To gold link and make your attacks quick. So I don't. Let's see, the pointers on your stamina bar when you attack.
It'll probably show up when I'm in a fight.
Yeah, so apparently that's something that you can like time for quicker attacks. Heads up.
Mm.
Oh, and John Taylor is saying that our voices are low compared to the game's sound.
Are they? I can fix that.
That's what.
If it crashes the game, it's your fault, John Taylor.
Deal with it. Tiberius Kirk says, on Movie Dicks this week, we watched the only film with a screenplay play credited to Gene Roddenberry. 1971's Pretty Maids All in a Row, a sex comedy, murder mystery, black comedy shot at my old high school starring Rock Hudson, Angie Dickinson, Roddy McDowell, and Scotty from Star Trek.
All right.
How interesting.
Let me know if the audio is better now, folks.
Here we go. Here's our audio talking now over the game.
I found a stick to beat this guy with, so I'm gonna go do that. I'm just gonna go
Yeah.
beat him with a stick.
Beat him with a stick. Beat him with a stick.
Although I need more health. Alright, well. Oh wait, I can meditate before I go in there. Duh.
Yeah, do it.
It's like Dark Souls. It's just like Dark Souls.
It's just like it's just like Dark Souls. Just like Dark Souls.
What's school? I can go to school.
Oh.
Combat. Join a school to use. Okay, well. Don't need to do that yet. And I don't want to be social game, so. Alright, let's go beat this guy with a stick.
Right. Yeah, Animal Crossing versus Doom. I will probably not get Animal Crossing because I don't necessarily care, but I will get Doom. Doom it up.
He broke my stick. This jackass. Oh my god, he doesn't like run out of stamina. Oh, he just comboed me and I'm dead. Well,
Oh, I see. There's little arrows that show up on that white bar, and if you time your presses with them, then you get more stamina back? Is that how it works?
I don't know. Yes, I'm gonna assume that's how it works, but
I'm not. No, I'm sure. And I remember playing the first Animal Crossing and enjoying it.
let's try it
It's
one
an
more time.
adorable little game, but I no longer have time for those go back every day and play a little bit games. I can't do that anymore. Oh no, it makes your attack quicker. Okay, thanks, Sprec Ops. I'm just kind of watching and trying to figure it out. Watching. Nick's the one playing, so. Whoa. Whoa. I feel like you're doing better this time.
Slightly.
So what's your lessons? What lessons are you learning?
I don't know. I'm trying to see that bar that he was talking about where you see the directional stuff, but I'm not seeing. I don't really know what he's talking about.
That's fair. That's fair.
Maybe I have to change my combat deck?
You didn't care much for, you know, Kevin. I didn't care much for Stardew Valley the first time I played it, and we talked about this later when we were streaming Stardew Valley way after we did our previously recorded of it, which is I played through Stardew Valley a second time, but this time I had a goal and an objective, which was I wanted to create a greenhouse full of coffee beans. That was my only objective. And when I went into the game with a real hard objective, like something I wanted to accomplish, it was a very different experience, a much better experience.
Oh, I'm not trying to. Okay, I understand what that guy's telling me now. It's not blocking. It's timing the attack with the movements. I got you.
Oh, okay.
Holy crap! There's so many moves to learn. Look at all this. It's insane.
That's great.
I didn't want to.
That's great.
It's too complex for my puny mind today. So, I keep unlocking moves. More people I fight.
Right.
Haha! I cheesed you.
Can you lure that hard guy out onto the bridge to throw
Push him
him
in the water.
Can you do
I
that?
know. I want to beat him with real skill, Jack.
Sometimes we don't have real skill. All we have is cheese.
Okay, so I need to look at this because actually I'm gonna practice for a second because I know what he's talking about now. So now I know what to look for.
Okay.
So change my stance. X.
Oh, is he talking about when it turns gold on that square?
Yeah, well that's how you get that power move.
Oh, okay.
So I'm changing my stance, and then. So I think it's actually if I just start in this stance. Okay.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I see what you're doing. Got to have a goal and start it. I think so. And, you know, like, I remember, like, my first playthrough, it was all right. It was fine. It was, you know, it's exactly what it says it is, which is a farming simulator. But I wasn't feeling the drive. But once I put a self-imposed drive on me, then it turned into a whole new ballgame. Then it was just like, oh, I had a goal. Every day I was working closer and closer to that goal. As soon as I got some coffee beans, I got my greenhouse. I made that a whole thing. Oh, it was great. It was a fantastic time. What a great game. What a great game. And you know what? Who made Stardew Valley? What's his name? Curious Ape?
Yeah. Concerned Ape.
Concerned Ape, like still putting out content for it. What a fantastic positive gaming story. He just, you know, like one person wanted to make their, you know, just a straight up harvest moon clone, made it the best way they could, and everyone liked it, and he's still adding to it. Great. So great.
Look at this move I figured out.
Ooh, yeah, that's sick as hell.
I'm learning.
Uh-huh.
It's a satisfying gameplay loop. And then it's gonna feel really bad in a second when I go get my ass whipped by that guy again.
Well, right, this is the game's way of telling you, like, you should know a thing by now, and we want to make sure you know it before you move on. But yeah, like what we were talking about earlier, maybe a medium strength guy to reinforce this before you get to a strong guy. Unless this is the medium strength guy. Then you're super fucked. Yeah. Come on, you can do it. We believe in you. Oh my god!
Trying to get that get that
brutal.
parrying down.
Yeah,
that's what I need to beat this guy.
Looks just brutal.
Oh, there's more path back here that I somehow wait. Yep, I did miss a path back here.
Aha! And you have
I can skip.
You
that
have
guy.
a level up if you meditate.
I do.
Pure Pyro. Yes, I'm doing another early access game for upcoming underdeveloped. A big difference for this week though is I am in love with it. No caveats whatsoever. The game I am playing, I am loving the shit out of.
Oh really?
It isn't.
No,
oh my god,
bought?
yes. Yeah, no. I have a script to send you, and like normally my scripts are about like 2.5, maybe 3 pages. I'm at 4 pages just because I have so much to gush about how much I'm loving this game. It's exactly my kind of thing.
All right, so we can skip that guy and go to the next place.
Oh, well, then there you go.
Unless I just went backwards, which I very well may have done. And I'm pretty sure I did. Because I remember this red tree.
Uh-oh.
Oh well, I'll keep grinding it out.
I have been doing a lot of early access games. That seems to be kind of a little niche I can fill. Just kind of looking at games in early access. it is, I think it's important for my mental health to also play a finished game every once in a while.
Yeah.
So I can, remember what that feels like. But but for now, we're still kind of feeling out what the show is, and I can fill a niche here. Why not, right?
That was a good combo.
Please tell us another interesting story from my crazy filming days. Xander's Ants, it's hard to think of one just like off the top of my head. I have so many random stories, and if it happens to come up in conversation. Oh, tell me a crazy filming story.
We were filming the Airship Syndicate documentary on Battle Chasers Night War with Joe Madureira.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, this isn't like a super funny story, but there's visual evidence of it that you can go watch. That's gonna make you probably laugh. So we were getting ready to do the interview, and like we went out to eat before, and then kind of had he had a few drinks, we had a few drinks, so we come back to do the interview, and we're just trying to get him to say his name, and he just can't do it. He just keeps laughing.
Okay.
And this whole laughing thing started literally because somebody flushed a toilet. and he just couldn't stop laughing. So he'd go like, "I'm Joe," and then we just start cracking up. And this went on for I did go backwards, Jack.
Uh-oh.
God damn it.
I love that. I love it when you get into those laughing fits where you end up just laughing about the fact that you shouldn't be laughing.
Well, so he was laughing. We just kept laughing, and the whole studio just kind of started laughing with us, and it just did not stop. And then we got Ryan Stefanelli, the co-founder of Airship Syndicate, kind of sitting behind us, making like stupid faces at him and shooting him with Nerf guns. So after like 15 minutes, we finally like compose ourselves, and he says his name, and then I bust out laughing, and he's just like, "You son of a bitch!" Like,
but you got the take, right?
Eventually. It's like, yes, I got called a son of a bitch by a famous comic book artist.
Ooh.
Because I made him laugh. Well, sorry, a toilet made him laugh. I should have realized I was going the wrong way when I was easily beating everybody, and just kind of.
Well, this is practice for you then.
Yep. But for the viewers, they're like, "This guy's an idiot. Look at what he's doing."
Well, what they're saying is that the defensive action that you've chosen, which is the Forsaken,
Yep.
is partially non-functional.
Oh, good.
So you might have chosen a more difficult starting thing.
Excellent. That's how I like to play my games, as evidence in my article today.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Retell the story of me swindling my way to the World Cup. Oh, that's out there. You know about me.
You swindled your way to the World Cup?
Into a World Cup football pitch, yes.
Oh.
A short version. You're a sports person, so you might like this. The kind of truncated version. There was a much longer rambling version somewhere on the internet. Someone knows where it is. Ages ago. So I used to work for a website called funnyordie.com. And one of the many videos that I produced there was a series of videos called the High Five Montages that featured two guys high-fiving. And that's it. That's literally the entire premise of the video was two guys come together in high fives in new and possibly interesting or funny ways. That's the entire premise. And we did like 6 of these videos. They were great. So
Jeez.
The first one we did just like at my aunt's house here in Milwaukee when my cousin who was in the videos was like back here for a little bit. But in the early days of Funny or Die, before celebrities were like, I was, you have to remember this is a time in internet videos when celebrities didn't do internet videos, right? And so for early Funny or Die days, it was a really easy way to get a bunch of celebrities involved because part of the joke was these two guys are going to come and do a high five. You'll just be in the background somewhere. And so, we did a series of them. We did High Five Hollywood, which, had a bunch of random celebrities in it. We did High Five Super Bowl.
We did it. I made it to a new area.
Hey,
the area that I was at originally, and then turned around because I thought I went to the wrong place.
Did you beat that guy, or
no?
Is this just a different area?
No, we're just gonna leave him alone. He's obviously not happy with me.
Sure.
We just let him sit in that little temple by himself and do what he wants.
Oh, okay.
I'll come back and kick his ass later for hurting me.
So as we get later on, we get contracted to do a High Five World Cup. This was in South Africa. So a company flew us out to South Africa to do a high five montage there with, soccer players and any celebrities that we could wrangle, with our only confirmed get at the beginning, Miss Shakira, who was very nice and very lovely, also a terribly, terribly short lady. But she is like literally a goddess there. And so just finding 5 minutes with her was the most difficult thing, because she was everywhere. Her song, that the Waka Waka song, was like the official anthem to that year's World Cup. If you remember that song, the Waka Waka, here we go, for Africa.
Did she do it at Super Bowl?
For the World Cup.
No, I know. I think she was just playing at the Super Bowl too. Shakira.
Oh, did she do the Waka Waka song?
I think she did part of it.
It was the same one. So that was the one. So she was on shit, so that was great. And so the story goes like this. We, for many of our shots, we just kind of show up at a place and see what we can get. And we had heard through one of our contacts there that a big press conference with possibly some players was happening at one of the newly built soccer arenas, football arenas, right? So we show up there, and waiting at the gate for us was an armed guard. All the guards have AK-47s. Like, they are not fucking around. And so we show up and we say, hey, we're here. There's a press conference here and we're here for that. And the guy's looking at us like, nope, not going to happen. We're like, oh yeah, we're definitely supposed to be here. We were told to come here, marry inside, or, however we bullshitted our way in. And, the guy's like, I don't know. And we keep talking. He's like, okay, let me see your IDs. And so, we're literally handing him our, Wisconsin driver's license. And eventually, he just goes, all right, no problem. And he lets us through the first gate. And so we pull up and we find, a bunch of cars parked there. And we kind of pull up with all the other cars. And we get out, and immediately we see another guard coming towards us, right? And so I'm the one who's shooting this, so I have all the camera equipment, big camera bag, very official looking. I take on the best persona to get into any situation, which is be impatient with people.
Be impatient.
Yes, if you ever want to pretend like you fit in, be slightly annoyed that you're there. Because then that means that you're supposed to be there and you're slightly annoyed by it.
Why aren't you just letting me in?
Well, no, so I go up to him and I was like, oh my God, we're running so late. You're here to take us to the thing, right? And the guy's like, what? I go, oh yeah, we're running late. Can you get us to the thing? We're running super late. And he goes, oh yeah, sure, it's right over here. And he just takes our whole crew, and as it turns out, it was a big press conference. And so, we sit through this big, long presentation about this newly built football arena. And now we are part of the press corps. Because, we're in the group. And they take us out to the pitch, and it's beautiful. This new arena is gorgeous. And all of a sudden, we notice that we definitely do not belong here. Everyone else is very nicely dressed. We're a bunch of assholes in T-shirts and jeans.
Jeez.
And someone comes up to us and is like, hey, where's your press passes?
Oh shit.
And they had a clipboard and everything, and we're like, I guess we didn't get them. Oh, who are you here with? And we're like, we're here with Funny or Die and One Goal and blah blah. And they go, I don't. They start looking through their clipboard. I don't see you on here. Just give me 1 second. I got to double check something. And they head off. And so we immediately start filming all we can because we are about to get kicked out.
Right.
And so, we'll get one here, we'll get one here. Then that person comes back with our passes, with our press passes, and they go, "We're so sorry. Things have been an absolute mess here. You must have been left off the list. Here you go. What do you need?" And we're like, "Oh, well, we would like to get on the pitch here. We would like to do..." And it was this entire BS situation where we conned our way into a brand new football pitch for the World Cup.
So you weren't even on the press list?
Oh God, no, we didn't do anything official.
That's great.
We snuck in. It was a fantastic time.
Yeah, more free coverage for them. I don't even know why they'd bother about it.
Well, you have to be somewhat official.
Right. I think I'm starting to learn this game.
That's good. That's good.
As I get kicked in the nuts.
Jack, have you seen Pan's Labyrinth? I've watched an hour and a half and I'm not that into it. Oh, get into it, my friend. Pouring coffee. That sounds horrible. Pan's Labyrinth is fantastic. That's a fantastic movie. That's right, Nick. I will swindle you all the scoops.
God, my dog ripped ass again.
I will swindle for Escapist magazine. It's a very funny thing. I heard the term social engineering.
There's another boss.
Ooh.
She's gonna kick my ass.
The act of pretending like you belong is part of it. That whole fake it till you make it mentality. It is an important thing, just in general. Like, if you act like you belong, you will just end up belonging.
I don't know about that, but
life lesson, absolutely, 100%, 100%. Act like it long enough, then you're part of the group, and once you're part of the group, boom, you're there.
What the hell did you just use on me? Oh man.
The takeaway I got from the story is don't act important. Speakeasy. You can never act important because if you act important, they're gonna figure out that you're not really fast. You have to act like you are a nobody in there, but you're definitely supposed to be there, and you're kind of annoyed that you have to be there in the first place. Think about when you walk into work every day, right? You're like, it's work, but I gotta be here. Have that kind of attitude when walking into a place that you're not supposed to be, and everyone will just assume you're supposed to be there.
I have to repair my gear that I find? Do they not tell you any of this stuff? I don't remember seeing that on screen. Maybe it's because I'm streaming, but
yeah,
I sure as hell don't remember seeing that. Jeez, what the hell? Where the hell did you come from?
Ooh, that's right, chemical. Or if you walk into anywhere with a clipboard, that's great.
Just put a pen in your ear.
Put a pen in your ear. I have found universally, this is universally true, especially for here in Milwaukee.
No!
Oh no!
I was supposed to go with him.
I saw that.
I felt really smart, and then it just, nope. Game's like, nope, fuck you. You're done.
If you have an impressive looking camera set up, anyone will let you do anything.
Yep, that's why we got that C300.
Oh yeah, put like an external monitor on it, put a big microphone on it, put a light on it, and people will just let you do things because you look important. That's great. That's great. Yes, the George Costanza's look annoyed and people will assume you're working hard.
That's me every day.
That's right.
Get on social media.
You might not care, but I'm down 30 pounds from last year. Hey, well, no, Len, first of all, that's great.
You.
That's good for you. We're all trying here. We're all trying. So congratulations.
I'm not trying to lose that much weight, but I'm on personal training, trying to get healthy.
That's what we're all here trying to get healthy. So congratulations.
Yes, I drink Mountain Dew.
Pure Pyro. Now, next week you can retell how you guys tickled Jack Black in his hotel bed.
You what?
I can tell that. That's a very short and great. As long as we're talking here about like fitting in and doing what you need to
I don't
do.
think that tickling celebrities
Let me
is the
tell
way
you
to do
about.
it.
Let me tell you about tickling Jack Black in his hotel bed. No, it's okay because we filmed it.
Okay.
Which is we had a the trick with celebrities or anyone in the videos is you just have to come up with a bit, and you have to come up with a bit very quickly, because these people do not have a ton of time, and we're trying to get through the shoot as quickly as possible. And so this was for High Five inauguration, which we did for Obama's inauguration. We went out to DC, filmed with a bunch of people there. Got to meet up with Ron Howard, which was really amazing. He didn't want to be in the video, but he just sat and chatted with us for a while, which was super amazing. He was just like, "Oh yeah, I think what you guys are doing here is really neat. I've seen the website. I think it's great. All you young kids and just making weird stuff. I know that's what I started doing. That was great." He was just so nice to us.
No.
Oh, Ron Howard.
Yes. Nope. You bastard. Oh.
So
wait. They broke the game. Oh, I'm dead now. He didn't die though. That's cheating.
So we have Jack Black in his hotel room, and he has like 10 minutes before he's flying out, right? And we're thinking of bits to do really quick, and I think of something really dumb, which is you're in your bed, and the guys are in bed with you, and you like pull a blanket over your head or something, and like that's the reveal. And but like the way I pitch it to him, I'm very hemmy and high, right? I'm very like, well, maybe if you're comfortable, we could do this, but if you're not, let me know. Like I wasn't being assertive with my idea. And
I don't know how you'd be assertive about telling somebody to get into bed.
Well, you know what it's about? It's about pitching an idea and being confident with it, even if it's rejected, which is what I should have done. Because then Jack Black goes, "Oh yeah, you want me to get in bed? They'll tickle me. We'll do this. That'll be fine." He goes, "You want me to be shirtless, don't you?" And I was like, "Well, it could." He's like, "No, just tell me. You want me to be shirtless? It'll be funnier if I'm shirtless." I'm like, "Okay, great. Yeah, we want you to be shirtless." So,
oh my god,
it was a lesson in being assertive and just saying like, "Oh, this is the idea that I think will work. What do you guys think?" And that was the important lesson learned.
I feel like that kind of assertiveness will only work on certain people, Jack Black being one of them. I would like to see Harrison Ford's face if you told him to get in the bed so you could tickle him.
Well, no, and see, then that's a different lesson learned, which is being okay being rejected, right?
Yeah. Whoop, we got rejected by Harrison Ford. It's okay, though.
Yeah. It's just like, hey, here's my idea.
Why did Harrison Ford reject you? I wanted him to get in his bed without a shirt on so I could tickle him.
I wanted our actors to tickle him in bed while he was shirtless. Right? But, no, I think it's fine because, like sometimes you throw out an idea and people say, no, I don't think that'll work. And you have to be okay rolling with that.
David says this game looks tedious. It's a game that requires you to learn it. I think most of those games are kind of tedious. There's certain games that require you to pay attention always forever. Yeah.
And so like this is probably a very difficult game to stream because you have to pay attention always forever. But that's also how a game can be engaging.
Yeah. I like the gameplay loop because I legitimately feel like I'm learning as I go.
Yeah.
And sometimes for fighting games for me, a lot of it just results in button mashing. And that's not ever fun.
Sure. Yeah.
But this, like as I keep playing, I can tell I'm getting better because I'm taking less and less hits. And then I'm gonna fight the boss and get my ass whooped again. So here we go.
We're ready. Let's see here. Baka Nico says, small tip, legs are better than arms in this game.
Yeah, she just ducked underneath my attack. Uh-oh.
In the damage department, and I see you're going into a tanky build, so you might be better off kicking everyone in the face. So.
Ooh, she's got a good parry on her. Bye. Uh-oh.
I like her Spider-Gwen mask.
I'm getting some more hits in, even though I'm about to die, but...
Well, yeah, I see it, like, from where I'm watching now, she's at half health. I think, like, you're making progress here.
Yeah, I am making progress.
Yeah.
I gotta up that dexterity a bit more. I wasn't getting enough damage. I was trying to get my health up so I could not die so many times on stream, but...
Sure,
you know,
sure.
The archives later will be sure to let me know how bad I am at this game.
They always do. Jack, what's the favorite game that I've covered on Underdeveloped so far? That's an interesting question.
Can you even remember them?
Well, you know what? I just had my T-shirt spreadsheet out, which documents every episode and every shirt I've worn on the episode to make sure I don't double up on shirts. Let me take a quick look. You know what I really like? I know it's not covering a game. I really like my Xbox Series X episode. I think that was a fun one to write. I really like, I mean, obviously Doom Annihilation. Anytime you can talk about a bad movie, that's great.
I can't.
I think one of the more interesting games that I have talked about so far is the Not for Broadcast game. Did you fall back?
Yeah.
And so, like, Not for Broadcast was a game unlike any other game I have played. So I might give it to Not for Broadcast as the most interesting game I've played.
What's this game? Turbo. The controls are okay. I don't feel like there's enough indication to know where to block. Which is my biggest problem with it so far. I'm getting it down as I go, just because I'm playing and watching the attacks, obviously, and being able to counter them. But For Honor definitely, like, this game would definitely benefit from a fighting system much closer to For Honor, at least in like the visual department of like where to block and how to parry. Just more visual indicators.
That's always the tricky part is, you know, when an enemy telegraphs their attack, how easy is it for you to read that telegraph? Right.
Oh, it actually gave me like a full-on sword this time.
Ooh, that's good.
Oh no, he's gonna kick me off the edge. Ooh, yeah, bye. See ya.
Jack, when you gonna play more D&D? I'm looking for a group. I found some people recently who are improvisers with me who also play D&D. And so I'm looking to get together a regular thing where we can play Dungeons and Dragons, but also work on character work, which is difficult for stage work, you know, like accents or big, bold characters while doing a scene. And so I don't have a game going right now, which is upsetting.
Jeez, they just don't run out of these bosses. Just don't run out of stamina. I don't even.
They're
move on to the next place. Fuck this boss. Just get. All these people can leave me alone. Bye. Go this way. She can fuck off into the sun.
Get RLM to play D&D. I can't get Mike and Rich, who are fans of sci-fi, to watch a sci-fi television show. How would it makes you think I'm going to get them to play Dungeons and Dragons? I've been trying to convince them to watch The Expanse for 3 years now.
We were talking before the stream that You need to watch the Baldur's Gate 3 stuff because it's literally like Jack Packard the game.
Yeah. I agree. Are there any funny D&D podcasts? Absolutely. If you're looking for pure comedy, listen to Rude Tales of Magic, which is one of the funniest things D&D podcast-wise that I have ever listened to. Super great. Rude Tales of Magic. I also listen to Not Another D&D podcast, which are a bunch of old college humor people who have their own D&D podcast. Very good stories. And they're on episode like 90 something. So there's a huge backlog. Great stories, great characters, very funny.
Oh, now I fight a boss that I cannot skip.
Oh no.
Oh, 2? Okay. This might be the end of the stream, folks.
Also, if you don't need it to be about Dungeons and Dragons, I'm also a big fan of Critical Bits. That's actually an actual play podcast that I have guested on a few times. They play the Masks system, and which is kind of like a teen superhero system, and they're very funny. I enjoyed that one a lot. So.
All right, let's figure this out. So I was told by YouTube I'm getting hit that many times because I'm not pulling off any combos.
Oh, okay. You need more combos.
Yeah. My other major issue is being able to change enemies that you're looking at. It's a weird combo. It's RB and the right stick, and I keep trying to do RB and the left stick.
Oh, sure. So, wait, did you not go to the one boss and now you're fighting 2 bosses at once?
Yes.
Is that what happened there?
Yes, I'm so good that I skipped 2 individual bosses to take on 2 bosses at once.
Oh, jeez.
This is today we try, but today I am failing.
Yeah.
Maybe I could just skip that. I skipped.
Yay!
Play how you want to play. I will come back and defeat all these people. Well, actually, that's a good checkpoint to get.
Yeah, what they're saying in YouTube chat is if you keep timing your attacks, then they just can't hit you. Like you just keep staggering them. So it sounds like you need to work a little bit more on your rhythm.
My rhythm.
The rhythm of the night, the rhythm of the fight.
We will get there someday. I am more concerned with exploring this world currently.
Oh, sure.
Because it is gorgeous.
Let's see here. I have no friends, and D&D rulebooks are too expensive anyway. That is true. D&D rulebooks are expensive. So how do you get into D&D? Well, the core rules are free online. Wizards of the Coasts, I think.
I don't know who that is, but
that's someone else. Are you playing online right now? Is that another human?
I don't know. He's not attacking me yet, but it kind of looked like he wanted to stab me in the back.
It looks like he does.
I think I turned it on in offline mode, so.
Oh, okay.
Because.
So yeah, you can get the core D&D rules for free, and there are great web services. There's one called Roll20, Roll20.com. The number 20 is an online place where you can just go and try to find a pickup game. There are people who, will DM and put out stuff and say, hey, Thursday at 4, if you're around, be in a pickup D&D game, and you kind of play online.
I thought I was playing offline, though, but I cannot. Ooh, wow, look at this place.
Ooh, that looks cool. That's cool as hell. I know here in Milwaukee, we have a board game store called the Board Game Barrister. And they do game nights at the board game store, and one of their nights is a Dungeons and Dragons night, where you can just come and someone will be there to DM, and they'll kind of teach it to you. So if you live anywhere near a board game store, look into that. Lots
Stream
of
Dungeons and People stream Dungeons and Dragons?
a ton of people stream Dungeons and
I think I just stole his sword.
Dragons. Now he's gonna fight you.
Right.
So many people stream D&D now. So it's monetize your past.
You know, until I just got into streaming, I really didn't understand the appeal of it so much.
Yeah.
But just I don't know. I just to me it was kind of weird to like interact with random people, you know, over the internet streaming and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I just skipped. I went from the 3rd marked one to the 6th one.
and to be clear, you have not beaten a single boss yet. You have just walked past them.
Yes. No, I beat the first one.
Oh, okay.
Ow. Well, my teammate just cut me, so I kicked him in the ass.
You have to work together.
Well, he's getting in my way. Alright, so we killed the 6th marked one, but I couldn't kill the 1st or the 3rd, 2nd through 4th.
Right.
Cool. I'm okay
So
with that.
cool, yeah.
And,
Oh, yeah,
and I'll
and-
just take
and-
complete credit for taking that one down. The partner
Oh, that
doesn't
was
get
all
anything.
you. That was all you.
Nah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. Oh yeah, and you know, for anyone who's looking to, I mean, literally learn anything, not just Dungeons and Dragons, but anything, just go to YouTube, and you will find a treasure trove of videos, people explaining how to set up characters, how to set up a campaign, you know, how to like I know I watched a ton before I DM'd my first campaign of just like here's how to like make a campaign for someone to go through. Here's how long you should make it. Here's how many encounters, blah blah blah. There's a ton of resources. Just spend a couple hours on YouTube and you will find all your answers. And remember, a game like Dungeons and Dragons and any tabletop role-playing game, if you don't get the rules right, who fucking cares? Because you're all just playing with you're just playing a game, and if you don't get a rule right once, it doesn't matter, right? You're making it up as you go along.
I think it matters, Jack. I've never played Dungeons and Dragons. What do I know?
No, it doesn't matter.
Did you ever finish that cowboy one for your kids?
That was for a group of buddies of mine, who I haven't finished. I have the campaign finished. Now we just need to find a day to get together and actually play. And I think they didn't think I was actually going to make it.
Huh.
And now that I've actually made it, they're feeling a little hesitant to playing. I'm like, come on, guys, it's so much fun. But I have it all written out. I'm ready to go with it. I have all of my maps made. So. That's right, Rumbo. The DM screen is only there to fudge rolls, because your job as the dungeon master is to make sure everyone's having a good time. And if the bad guys are rolling too well, then you fudge those numbers and make it so your players can win.
Did I just find another person? Maybe I'm not playing in offline mode.
Huh?
I got noble pants.
Ooh,
I should probably change my
noble
pants for how many times I've ran away from the bosses. They might be a little bit soiled at this point.
You get some royal
Uring
pants.
Deck Police is the new guy now. So we got a 3-man squad going here.
Oh, all right. You're doing it. You're doing it. All of it. I think I got this game in a Humble Bundle once, right? I remember this being a big deal when it came out. This was all over the place, and then I didn't hear much about it.
Right.
So.
Yeah, it's on Games Pass now too, I think. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
My friends tried it out and liked it quite a bit, but
Did you grab anything directly from Red Dead for your campaign? Yeah, a little bit. I borrowed, you know, because the whole purpose of my cowboy campaign was that my buddies really liked Red Dead Redemption. And so my setting, my intro for them is very similar to the kind of the setup of Red Dead, where you're like just a group of not necessarily outlaws, but like mercenaries. You're just traveling and your work for hire is the idea. And so the campaign is going to start with them and their camping. What do you call that when you have a series of wagons? Wagon train, I suppose.
Wagon train.
Is that what you call it? Like, what do you call like a group of wagons in the Old West that all travel together? I think that's a wagon train.
Caravan.
Okay. Ooh, that's a much better. That's a much better word. So I'm starting my campaign with their caravan camping for the night, and we're gonna do all their character intros, and then, and I can say this because they don't watch the streams, they're going to get attacked by wolves.
Ooh.
To just so they can kind of get used to the combat mechanics, and we'll do a couple like perception checks to see if they can like spot the wolves before they get attacked. Convoy opal mist, that's another good one. So yeah, that's where I'm starting it. Is there like a group of traveling mercenaries? They're going to get attacked by wolves. And then the following morning, they're going to roll into town, and I have a few odd jobs. And they can choose what odd job they want to pursue. And so I have a couple branching paths for them to go for. Like whether it's and there's basically all of the branching paths will eventually lead to one of two main destinations. And one is it's going to lead them to like an old abandoned mine where there's some outlaws hiding. Always fun to fight outlaws. And the other will lead them on a kind of a horse chase, chasing some guys. And so I have a couple options. I think I have like 5 jobs, and 3 of the jobs will find their way one place, and 2 of the jobs will find their way another place. So,
this game is, I haven't even heard of anything from Slow Clap since they made this game. So yeah. I hope they're still around, because I would love to see another game, maybe not in this style, but with their art team, because this world is incredible. Look at this thing.
That does look. Oh, that does look
this
gorgeous. World. That like broken world aesthetic. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Yeah, pure pyro. I got a bounty hut. A bounty hunt.
Just straight up action RPG with this kind of art style. I'd be all over that.
Right.
The combat's good here. It's just.
Well, it seems like you got a little crew now, so that's something.
Yeah. Maybe I can go back and take on those other fuckers.
Speakeasy. No, I'm pulling mostly from Red Dead, and I'm kind of like fudging a bit of the D&D basic combat rules, where I'm using like bow and arrow rules or crossbow rules for guns. I'm gonna say it'll take a full action to fire, because they are single action revolvers. So I'm not stealing from any one place in particular, just general Western stuff. Some investigation missions, some maybe find some new weapon stuff. There will be a gunsmith in town, so assuming we ever get around to playing it, because we are also like a group of 5 adults who all have jobs. So just getting together every once in a while is hard enough.
I think I picked that up. Yeah, I did.
Nick, what are you playing this on?
PC. Yeah, just using a controller, because, well, that's the only way you should play this game, probably.
Mm-hmm. I can only imagine this would be janky as hell on using mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't even want to try. I'm surprised there's so many people that have actually played this game. I didn't realize this. I mean, I knew it was kind of popular, but I'm not sure how popular it got.
It's from what I'm seeing in chat, there's a couple people who love it, and I'm seeing a bunch of people who played it and then kind of stopped playing it.
Yeah, I I mean, I could understand that. It's definitely not. I don't know if I would continue playing if I wasn't streaming it.
Oh, sure.
But I don't know. I mean, I don't mind it. In the words of Jack, it's fine.
It's fine.
The world is absolutely stunning, and I'm going to use that word just because this art is like literally. I would look at this all day and be happy with it.
Like, if you want to talk about like damnation by faint praise, the praise of I don't mind it is right there. I don't mind it.
Yeah.
You know what? This game does not irritate me. So
the bosses irritate me a little bit, but that's mostly all I know is like it's me. Like I know that haven't learned it yet.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm not like completely frustrated with it.
Oh, sure.
Ow. You are not pushing me off the edge, buddy.
They want to. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was a nice couple of hits you had in there. Good combo.
Huh.
Hit.
Nope. My friend saw that I was gonna die, and then he sliced me with a sword.
He's there to help. Oh no. And by help, he means help you into his sword.
There. I did not die. Let's bump up that, bump up that, bump up that. Not paying too much attention to it. But somebody said I was creating a tank, and you are right. Ooh, I unlocked a new attack slot.
Ooh. Tender Chaos, I don't know what you're asking when you say, what is the timestamp for the D&D podcasts?
He's probably asking about the podcast you referred to and, like, where you talked about things.
Quick recap. If you're looking for pure comedy D&D podcast, I recommend Rude Tales of Magic. Very funny. Very, very funny Rude Tales of Magic. I also personally listen to Not Another D&D podcast, which has a bunch of former college humor people on it. Good characters, very, very funny. And good story, just in general. Like it's been going on for quite some time now. And a very engaging story. If you're looking for something that's not Dungeons and Dragons, I listen to and have been a guest on the Critical Bits podcast, which
that's
is
very
very
bizarre. For the timestamps.
Sure, just to go through them again. Well, that's why I'm.
No, I mean you were on that one podcast, so maybe he's asking where in that podcast, or was like the whole episode.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I'm on the whole episode. I think I'm on Critical Bits. I'm on episode 9 or 10. It'll say in the description. I play a super villain called the Sentinel, and there's talk of me coming back to reprise my role as the Sentinel. But we'll
so that's a thing, D&D podcast, where people just play D&D and podcast the whole thing.
Not just D&D, like, because Dungeons and Dragons is one of 100 tabletop role-playing games,
Right.
And so they like actual play podcasts where they play a game and the game continues over and over is a hugely successful and popular thing. Like hugely successful. And you know what, it's great, by the way. For me as someone who plays, I love listening to how other people play. It gives me a bunch of great ideas for my own campaigns, and it's just good characters and stories. At the end of the day, Dungeons and Dragons is nothing but collaborative storytelling, and so it's a lot of fun to listen to.
Okay, so maybe it's just me, or maybe I'm just now finally noticing it. But I'm seeing my character glowing gold when I'm supposed to attack again.
I did not notice that before, so
Either that or it just wasn't as pronounced.
I think you might have. Did you get an upgrade that now shows it?
I don't know. But I mean, now I understand how I'm pulling off combos now.
Well, that's good. Yogscast do Call of Cthulhu games. Yeah, no, there's so many great. There's a lot of I did a thing once where I played a system called the actual or the tabletop game was called Monster of the Week, and it's a tabletop role playing game that takes its world from like a Buffy the Vampire Slayer or an X-Files kind of thing, and you know you choose like a creature hunter. Very very fun to play. That was a really great one. A lot of good stuff out there. I know I have my eye on there's a Star Trek role playing game that I keep that's like in one of my like Amazon wish lists. It's been in there for a couple months, and I keep thinking about pulling the trigger on that to make a little Star Trek campaign. As I love Star Trek.
All right, let's see here. All right, what do I do with essence? Now fragments. What do I do with fragments? Ah, I use fragments to buy weapons. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I got it. Powers. I don't have enough fragments yet. Ooh, look at these head masks. Ooh.
Ooh, that's fun. Opal Mist saying the glow was happening at the start. It might have just been lost on the initial information overload.
Probably. Yep.
David Lichman, I have not been watching Picard because why would you think it would be any better? Why? Why would anyone think it would be any better?
Yeah, our resident reviewer is not thrilled with it. He's a big Star Trek fan.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. And listen, we all knew it wasn't going to be great. After Star Trek Discovery, there won't be a good Star Trek for a while. We just have to live with that. Just know that. Know that in your heart. So no, I have not been watching it.
You didn't like The Last of Us, right?
I did not like The Last of Us.
Yeah, I guess you won't care then. But everybody else will care that there was a HBO collaboration TV show announced today with Sony.
Here's the thing. I bet it's going to be a great TV show. You know why? The Last of Us is more movie than video game.
Yeah.
The reason I don't like The Last of Us as a video game is I find very little interaction with it. I believe I am on record as saying it would make a fine movie or TV show. So I say bring it on. Then maybe they'll stop making games from it.
Maybe I was not supposed to take those bosses on because we just did a complete circle. So maybe those bosses are more powerful than the ones we just took on later on.
Mm-hmm. That's possible.
And now I'm going to kick this guy's ass that's picking berries. Because those are my berries.
You dickhead, how dare you pick those berries? Yeah, no, I think like make Uncharted movies. Don't make them games. They shouldn't be games. Make The Last of Us
I love
TV
the Uncharted
shows.
games. They're just so good.
Shouldn't be a game.
The music, the I don't know. They're not gamey games, but they're good.
They're not gamey games, right? Understand the.
I'm okay. I mean, I'm okay with having a mix of everything. There's just enough game in those games that it's fun. It's just a high octane movie that you have control of. And the stories were good in all of them. Even Uncharted 3. Hot take.
That's what I got. Hot take.
Uncharted 3 is actually like I like that one just as much as 2.
Oh.
That's the real hot take.
Super hot.
All right.
Xander
Time
Rants,
to take on
yes,
this asshole.
I watch CGP Grey videos. A big fan.
Oh,
big fan
there's
of
more people
his
in here now.
videos. Good stuff. Oh. I've only played Uncharted 4 on stream. I've played Uncharted 1 and 2, and my take stands on they are less than games.
You didn't play 3?
I did not know because I knew what I was getting. I played 1, and it was a little bit of dumb fun, but writing was on the wall. Then you play 2, and you go, oh, okay, and then I knew.
Ah, I got him. Well, Yeah, I'm gonna take credit for that. Oh, there's another one.
Get him.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. That was some good teamwork there. Bouncing
Yep,
around.
just kick his ass enough that he opens me up so I can kick him in the nuts and end it.
What kind of mouth breather doesn't like Last of Us or Uncharted? The kind that enjoys
Called out,
games.
Jack.
I like games. I like my game to have a game in it. I think if you're into the story, that's great.
So
I think
you know,
I'm
I'm
not
guessing you're
taking
like,
away-
and I'm guessing you're like Gears of War then.
you know the first one was great. The first one was fun.
I would argue there's less game in those types of third-person shooters than Uncharted. At least in Uncharted, you get puzzles and platforming.
wait.
And
Puzzles and platforming.
Gears of War is just move from cover to cover and shoot everything.
It can't be considered platforming if you are unable to fall off the ledge. There's no platforming there. There is pushing
Well, that's why
the
you should
stick
play Uncharted
forward.
3, because there's at least the platforming is more difficult in that one. At parts.
Bah.
Yeah. It's so hard to please.
Yes, I am very critical. I am a critical person. That and you know, my opinion should not reflect how much you enjoy the game. I think we all have different tastes.
No, you
and
have
that's
to
what
like
makes
it or
the world
I
go
don't
round.
like it. Oh, I'm dead.
That's right.
Oh no, I
That's
lost my
right.
group because I died I fell off a fucking edge.
Oh no.
Are they still in there? Hey guys. Come back.
It's just not my
There he
thing.
is.
Yep.
Haha.
Sorry. I fell off a cliff there, guys. I'm real sorry.
Whoopsies. Oh, he died too. He fell off a ledge too.
Do you think these cinematic games should cut the bullshit and just go full walking simulator? Obviously not. They're huge sellers. People love them. And, you know, I've had conversations with people who love those games specifically because they're not necessarily challenging. They
that's
just
me.
want to go through the experience. And now that's not my thing. I play games to be challenged, to play a game.
That's why, yeah, you should read my piece today. I think you'll find it interesting.
I will give you a piece of.
Because
Hold on.
that was something I kind of came to terms with over the past few weeks and months. Is like, I didn't. I put down a lot of games because I would try it, and then it's like I'm not feeling a challenge, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I ended up starting to do is like games like Ori and all that. I really just wanted to play that so I could experience the story, the world, and the soundtrack. So I really wasn't playing it for a challenge. So I went back and played it on easy mode, and then like fell in love with the game, was able to finish it and be done with it.
Oh, absolutely. And again,
Like Assassin's
if
Creed
that-
Odyssey, the grind in that game is so fucking unbearable.
If that's your particular taste in games, if that's how you like spending your time, that's great.
Yeah.
It's important to find things you love, and my taste should not be taking away your enjoyment of that.
Yeah.
I don't particularly like games like that.
Right.
But I know many people do. They play those games because they're not necessarily challenging. They like the story. They like the mild amount of interaction they get with them, and that's fine. That's not why I play games. And so I think that's the other part of this is know what you like, you know?
Yeah. Well, and part of it for me is just like there's so much to cover all the time. So like I never get to like focus on like one game anymore.
Uh-huh.
Is he trying to... He started to fight me. I never get to focus on like just one single game anymore because of my job. And so some games, like Darkest Dungeon, you play that specifically for the challenge of like keeping your party alive. You know it's not going to happen. It's just part of the experience. But like Ori, like I don't feel like I need to play that and get killed by stupid things hitting me once and then setting me back like a whole 10 minutes just for the sake of challenge.
Yeah,
I think it just depends on the context of the game. A lot of times, Dark Souls, like you want to play that because you want that power fantasy of you know, beating the boss and like, oh, I overcame this
Absolutely.
challenge.
Absolutely. Oh, here's this person. We remember them.
Yep, I'm just gonna let him fuck around with her.
Oh, there's 3 of them now. There's a bunch of dudes in here now. Oh, look at you!
Yeah, I'm
You're beating
learning.
the shit out of her. Nice. I'm learning. Yeah, you are.
Ah,
Look at
you're
you.
done.
You're doing it.
Another one though.
Yeah. Darkest Dungeon is an incredible game, I agree. Jack is too nice. The best part of Prereq was Rich telling people to fuck off each week. You know. Can't I tell people to fuck off in a nice way?
Oh. That was a sweet combo I just pulled off.
You did it.
This game just got a lot. I mean, the co-op's obviously helping,
Yeah.
but as soon as I somehow, for the first hour, missed that fucking visual indicator, and now that I've seen it, now I understand everything.
Right.
Aside from like pulling off the super cool combos.
Your world has opened up. Hold on, I need some more water. I'll be right back.
For those of you that like Darkest Dungeon, as a reminder, we have a documentary coming soon. We shot it last year. It's taken forever to finish up because we had to work on another project for our parent company, Enthusiast Gaming. But it's a full feature-length documentary, and I think it's going to be really good. I'm really, really happy with how it's shaping up. We're even having a whole original soundtrack made for it. Oh shit, I had to leave my co-op partners for this? Alright. Now to see if I learned anything. I can't do this one with co-op partners, Jack.
Oh, really? You have to do it by yourself? Yep. Oh.
So now it's gonna. Now the real test is, did I learn anything? So far, no.
Okay. All right. That's fair. That's fair.
Well, I don't know. I'm starting to hit them hard.
Yeah, that was a pretty good combo there. Thanks, Chinese delivery guy. I'm enjoying making Underdeveloped. Glad you're liking it.
Okay. Here's that problem again where it's very hard to know who you're looking at. I can't... Yeah, I'm gonna die because I can't switch to her easy enough.
Oh.
Ow, my face! He just decked me. I have to beat these guys to get through that door, so this is gonna have to...
You did significantly better this time, though. So that's good. I think you are learning a lesson. You know, work on your block and parry time.
It's more just like I
Obviously-
can't... The camera is very hard to turn around to face when I'm getting attacked from behind. I think
Sure.
that was one of the problems people had in the reviews, too, if I recall.
Yeah, see if you can get them apart from each other. You keep ending up in between them. You know.
Right.
Keep them both in front of you. There you go.
Alright, you, come here. Time to kick your ass. Yeah, punch your sister.
Nice. Nice.
Uh-oh, that's bad. This is bad. This is a bad spot to be.
Oh yeah, I see that. You're stuck. Oh no. Get out of there.
Ow, my face.
Not your face. You need that.
Ooh. Yes, we try. All right. We're
doing great.
getting closer and closer. It's gonna happen.
You're doing great. Keep it up.
This is my challenge for today. Ow. Ow. Alright. I need to parry more. You can't parry those moves.
Doing good.
Ow, my back.
I saw that nice like back kick to her. though. That was a sweet ass move.
Yeah, it's just really hard when you get stuck in a corner like that. There's nothing you can do at that point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think King Campbell might be right, which is take advantage of those stairs. That seemed to at least keep them a little separated, keep them in front of you, which I think is really important in this.
Right.
Because they keep getting on either side of you, and then someone hits you in the back. So I'd say use those stairs to your advantage. That worked last time.
Ow. Jeez. Ow, fuck. Get this guy off me. Alright. Just take some pot shots and back off.
That's right, that's right. Play it safe. Yeah, it looks like she's hanging back a little bit. They're both in front of you, so you know where they are. Ooh. Ooh, nice.
Stuck. God damn it.
But you had a real nice combo on her before you fucked it up.
Before I fucked it up. Yeah. I think I pissed her off because now she's just laying into me.
Oh my god, I see that.
Alright, yeah, you're stuck now. How do you like it? Ow, my back. Oh, I'm dead.
Uh-oh.
What is the documentary you mentioned to be about? Where we did it. Oh, wow, what the fuck? Why did it put me all the way back here? Oh, I clicked B. Fuck. We're doing a documentary on Darkest Dungeon. We filmed it last year. It's about the story of how that game came to be, with interviews with a bunch of the developers. And actually just finished up the last interview on Monday with Wayne June.
Super excited to see that. Love Darkest Dungeon.
It was pretty fun interviewing Wayne June, not gonna lie. Sad we didn't get to do it on location. Ooh.
Oh, sure.
Alright, I just took out half his health in like 2 hits.
Alright. I see you're doing a great job of keeping them both in front of you.
It's just like fighting at school. Ow. Get off.
Nice.
Uh-oh. Let's use that. Boy, I need to figure out how to get more health back when I do that thing.
He's coming. Yep. I'm telling you 5 seconds ago. Like, I'd love to help, but I'm seeing the delay on your feed here.
And there goes my stamina, which means I'm going to die now. Getting closer each fight, though.
I'm seeing that. You're making good progress.
This is like Arkham if Batman sucked. God damn it, I didn't click A again because I'm reading the chat.
So how do you get stamina back? Do you just have to like wait?
Yeah, you wait and then you hit combos. This is what I have to do to get to the next area, so unfortunately I have to keep grinding this out.
We want you to win. We want, it's just about ending time, and we want to end on a win here. we'll check that next time Nick dies, is to make sure you put all your point stats when you leveled up. To make sure that you are fully leveled up for these people. Okay, yep. Oh, good. You backed up. Don't let him get behind you. He's gonna come down behind you. Nice.
Just gotta break that stamina bar. Ow! Yep. Switching is so frustrating. It should just be RB. I should just have to click RB once. I shouldn't have to use the directional pad to also do it.
Nice dodge.
Ow, my face.
You weren't using that face, were you?
I thought the mask was supposed to protect me.
Ha.
And I feel like these are the first enemies I've seen the unblockables with.
Say that again? The first enemies you've seen
Unblockables with, when they flash red. I'm assuming that's an unblockable.
Is it, though?
I'm gonna assume so.
You know what assuming does?
Get you killed?
Yeah, it makes you incorrect a lot.
Oh boy. Eee! Just gonna run up here. Leave me alone, fuckers.
Yeah, use those stairs. Use them. That's what they're there for.
I think.
According to Altorial, there are no unblockables, only moves you really probably shouldn't block. I don't necessarily know what that means, but
Just gonna start cheesing her. I just want her gone because she's like the one that keeps fucking hitting me behind.
nothing wrong with a little cheese.
Oh shit. Come on. Alright, let's come down here.
Careful, yeah, don't get yourself trapped again.
Yep, there she is behind me again. God damn it. This is so frustrating. And then sometimes it gives me that retry thing. Okay, it did it that time. Oh my. Alright, you are pissing me off now.
Let's see. Altorial says the big lava moves ruin your stamina, so it's better to use your defense.
Just figured that out.
Okay. We're you know, these are some quick tips, helpful tips. Whoa! Everyone jumped back there. Jump back.
Alright, time to kick you in the face a couple times.
Do it, do it, do it.
Come over to these stairs.
Yep, get your stamina back. Why not? Use them. That's what they're there for.
Alright. I think I've figured it out now.
Do it, do it.
Ow. Ooh, good thing that thing was there.
Use the high ground, Anakin. That's right.
Alright. I can land. There's a shot on her. Your turn. Nope. Ow. Oh shit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm trying to judge how much stamina they're gonna take from me every time they hit me.
Right.
And he hits harder, I think.
That's all right. Just keep slow, steady.
Did you just pull
Slow,
a fucking
steady
sword
cheese.
out on me? You little bitch. You cheater.
Oh, by the way, I had this sword. The whole time.
Yeah, little asshole.
Well, that's good. That means you've gotten him down to a level of health where he's pulling out a sword, which means that's progress, right?
Yeah, but he's gonna end my progress because that takes all my stamina away when he hits me.
Sure,
Shit,
sure,
I got
but
stuck on the edge. Oh no! It was a good run, and then he pulls the fucking sword out.
you did. Oh, you got so close this time. You're getting there.
All right, I'll do what they told me to do. I think I have
Do.
points. I do have
Do
three.
it.
All right, I gotta get that turned up once.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Yes, he made it to the second phase, and he did it. You're gonna do it. You're gonna do
I
it.
think I'll get it this time.
Slow, steady. Use the stairs. Keep them both in front of you. Slow, steady.
No, just button mash till I win.
Or do that. I mean, either way. It's your call. You're figuring it out every time. Every time you're getting a little bit further. You're learning lessons. You're getting better at changing who you're locked onto, which
Yeah,
is half
right.
the battle. Oh, look at her. She jumped.
Yeah. Oh boy. Alright. Let's... Haha. Oh no, I thought you got stuck.
Oh, that's so funny.
Kind of want to take
Crack
him
shot.
out first because he's got that stupid sword now. Now that I know that. Oh, she just punched him in the back of the head. Do that again, baby.
Yes. That's now you know what you're doing. Your double cheese. Get them to fight each other.
My face.
Not your face. There you go. Good, good. Doing good so far.
Ow. Whoa. Ooh. Uh-oh.
Yep. No. What are you doing?
How dare you pull out that sword again, you jackass. Ow. Come on. Oh, God.
To be fair, you did just say come on.
She just pulled out a sword, too.
Yeah, I think that's the
Before... Nope. This is... Nope. Nope. Oh, you fucker.
Come on. Oh, that was your closest
Yep,
one yet.
it's gonna happen.
Ah, come on.
I should just go back. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'll just run back. It's not that far. I'll grab a sword. You know, they're gonna cheese me. I'll cheese them.
Sure. You could do
I'm
it.
sure the stream is having a very enthusiastic watch of me getting my ass whooped.
You know, we all believe in you. We just
my back.
You've reached this point. You've reached this point, and we all just believe in you. Look, you got a stick. That's great.
Watch it like take it away from me when I get in there.
That could be. You know.
I hate when games do that though. You're about to beat him, they're like, "Oh hey, now he has a sword." Just to fuck with you.
Yeah, kind of. Pure Pyro. I don't plan on doing any reviews soon, but a lot of times they just come up when Jay or Mike says, "Hey, what about this movie?" I pitched one recently that I would like to do, but I just don't know if it's going to happen. So we'll see. There's a few of them that I've pitched that I'd like to do. One in particular that I'd really like to do, which I might get to if some news works out in a good way. I won't say anything in case. It's been a while. No, I just did the Tron review. Just a little bit ago. But I'm not on review as often as the main group.
Alright, I saved there, so I shouldn't have to go all the way back if I die yet again. Okay, I still have my sword.
Alright. Do it.
And then I immediately get hit. Haha! She hit him first. Ow.
Somehow I forgot about Tron. Yeah. And Mulratkill, yeah, we just shot a Best of the Worst last Thursday, which is why I wasn't here. If you weren't here for the beginning of the stream, it is a life-changing Best of the Worst. We found a movie that makes us rethink all of the bad movies we've ever seen.
That bad.
It's just that bad. It's just that bad. It's bad in new and interesting ways. It's fantastical.
So I'm doing worse with a sword.
Yeah.
He just broke my sword.
I think you were used to working without a sword.
Yep.
So.
God. I just want to cry a little bit.
Yeah.
That was a good start there.
Yeah, I see that. I like you're kind of grouping them up, catching them off guard. That's nice. Yeah.
Ah.
There you go. Ooh. Excellent blocking in there. Watch your back. Nice. Ooh, nice dodge.
Yeah. Oh. Put that sword away. You little.
That just means you're doing well. You're doing well. You're getting them. Just watch your back. Ugh.
Haha! Did it.
You got him? Ooh, and you leveled up and got all your health back.
Yep.
Shit, man! You're doing it! You're doing it, Peter! You're doing it! Oh, but that made her get her sword out. Don't get overconfident now. Slow, steady. Stay on target. Oh my god, that sword.
Yeah, I know. And she's doing all these new moves now that I was not prepared for.
Yeah, maybe go back to your old stair cheese to get some health back.
No! I was one hit away.
Oh no! No!
Oh my god.
Oh, come on! You were right there, and you have to fight them both again. Fuck that. Yeah, uninstall.
Doing it for the stream.
You know, I still got stuff to do today, so I'm glad you're doing it for the stream, but also, you know, we kind of gotta call it.
What time is it?
It's 3:16.
We got 15 minutes.
What are you talking about? When did we start?
We usually go till 3:30.
That's not true. I thought we'd go to 3.
I don't remember that.
That's fine. Because we start at 1, right?
1:15.
1:15.
All right, one last try, and then I'll give up.
One last try. You can do it.
I was trying too hard. Yeah. That round I did get frustrated, just started swinging.
Yep.
But I am getting better. I am learning. Definitely.
I think you are. I think, like you said, a lot of it is just that quick switch over to who you're locked on.
Right.
Getting that down to muscle memory seems to be half the battle. Also, with this like really bright yellow sunlight on you, it's very hard, at least on stream, to see when you flash yellow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I suppose that's a little quick tip. If part of your gameplay loop requires you to see a specific color, maybe don't make that the color of your scene as well.
So what I'm trying to do now is be careful that I don't get both of them too low on health right away, because then they both pull out their swords and then I get fucked.
Right. That's smart. Quick heal and run away.
Ow, God. No, let's switch now.
I was trying too hard. Yeah, don't forget about your stairs cheese as well. That was a fine cheese. No.
Put that shit away. Haha, she killed her own brother.
Nice. All right, now, calm, patience. Yes.
Come and get
Whoa.
some. Haha.
The old head kick gets him every time.
Oh, that, yeah, baby. That block and punch in the face. That was satisfying.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Like my emote. Fuck.
That was great. Don't forget to save. That's right.
Yeah. That was a satisfying fight once I learned it.
I like it. They
Finishing
give
the
you the
stream
tools.
with a win.
That's, it's always better to do that.
Yes. Man. I was starting to get very frustrated.
Yeah, but you did it.
I did.
That's all that matters. You did it.
Oh, all right. That was like when I was playing. The very first game I ever streamed for Escapist was Remnant from the Ashes. And that's the Souls-like with guns, if you've not heard of that.
Oh,
one.
yeah.
And
I have heard of that.
I was like
one.
running through that one, and I've like never been good at Souls-likes, and on stream, the very first try, I take out like one of the hardest bosses, like this giant dragon.
Nice.
And this one was much harder than that.
I believe it.
So, all right, folks. Well, thanks for tuning into the stream. Actually, quite a few of you here today. I didn't even see the numbers till now, so hope you enjoyed watching that. I did indicate on Twitter I'd probably get my ass kicked in that game, but we pulled through.
You did it. And while we were streaming, I finished backing up all of my underdeveloped episodes. And so you know what I call that? That's a win-win right there.
So for those of you tuning in, game night will return this Sunday. We haven't decided what we're going to play yet, but it might be GTFO again.
Okay.
And then let's see, next Wednesday is EP, post-EP, and then I'm not sure if you have to be streaming this weekend or not, but we'll see.
I don't know.
But all right, thanks for tuning in, everybody. You can follow me on Twitter at NickJCal. You can follow Jack on Twitter at Harlack or Fine. And we'll see you next Thursday at 1:15 p.m. for the next episode of Today We Try.
Bye, everyone.